All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Quentin Stroud, the $1 Million Man, coming to you. Listen, I want to share this with you real quick. 5 reasons why I decided to join Enagic and share Kangen water with the world. 5 reasons why I decided to join Enagic. Listen, I wanted to give this to you because I just actually left out of a doctor's appointment, a doctor's office, and I actually got a chance to speak with the office manager a little bit about, we didn't go into a whole detail about it or whatever, just a little bit about alkaline water and what I do when I drink my alkaline water, because I actually take this everywhere I go. So I took this to the doctor's office. Anyway, and in the conversation, I was just trying to go just really briefly into why I decided to do this, why I wanted to have this conversation with her. And I want to share this with you too, because this is something that's really important. Now, I've been in so many different opportunities. I've connected with so many different people around the world. People have shared with me their opportunities and things that they're doing, and it's all good. It's all great if it is. But I want to say this to you, that when you decide to connect with an organization, when you decide to connect with a company, we get this, when you decide to pin your income on a company that's going to be there for you, do the work and stuff like that with you, you want to make sure you're making the right choice, okay? So I want to share with you the 5 reasons why I decided to join Enagic and share Kangen water with the world, and how perhaps if you wanted to try to do something similarly, maybe this could influence you as well. The first reason is my health. Despite anything that's going on, I'm very, very cognizant of my health, my body. That health is wealth. I try not to take a lot of even over-the-counter drugs or pharmaceutical drugs. Like, that's something that I personally choose, that I don't want to go down that road. You understand what I'm saying? So as you go throughout your life, and maybe some of your loved ones, your other family members that are taking medications, prescription drugs, and things of that nature, if you could find a way to get them off of those drugs or lessen those drugs, is that something that you would be interested in doing? I don't know. But health is wealth. You got to understand that no matter how much money you're making, no matter what kind of cars you drive, no matter where you live on the planet, right? If you don't have your health intact, it is going to affect your lifestyle. It's going to affect how you enjoy life. There's an excellent movie called The Upside with Kevin Hart, and just this extremely wealthy man that was ill. He was paralyzed from the neck down. I think it was because of some kind of accident or whatever. But all these kind of health issues, he had to use a catheter, like all these different things, and you got to realize that even though you have money, you might not have the wherewithal or the health to be able to fully enjoy it. And so that was my first thing. The second thing for me personally is the environment. The 2 biggest pollutants, hear me, the 3, but the top 3 biggest pollutants is, number 1 is bottled water and plastics. Straws. I don't know if you guys know this, but straws are a huge pollutant in the world. Okay, in the oceans and stuff. I'm a Pisces, so I love my ocean water. I live here in California near the beach. Like, that's something that's really, really important to me. So I want to make sure we have clean beaches. I want to make sure we have clean oceans. I love to cruise as well. So I don't want to be on the cruise ship and see gunk floating next to my cruise ship. You see? So the environment was really, really important to me. The second biggest pollutant of the environment is agriculture, animal-based agriculture. So raising farm animals, cattle, chickens, all that stuff like that, all the pollutants and the methane and stuff like that goes into the environment. So even changing your diet and lessening the amount of meat that you eat is a really good deterrent on helping to improve the environment and making sure that we all stay healthy and global warming and the whole bit. The third thing, let me say this, is the wealth itself. Okay? So the third reason why I decided to join Enagic was because of the wealth. Listen to me, that we have a patented compensation plan. A patented compensation plan. That means that the reason why I like to emphasize the patent is because, excuse me, I like to emphasize the patent because when you have a compensation plan that's patented, you know that it's not going to be changing. You know that this is something that they've seen it, they worked all the numbers, they looked at this thing, and they locked it in the organization to make sure that you're compensating. You go up to certain levels and certain rankings and certain whatever, and then all of a sudden they change the compensation plan and you're not getting paid the same way or whatever. The other thing is true residual income. Listen to me. that when you have a company that is, number one, less than 1% saturation, okay, less than 1% saturation, and is also something that is going to continue to grow, you're positioning yourself for true residual income. The other thing is that people who are buying these ionizers with Enagic, the Kangen water ionizers, people who are buying them, the filter in the ionizer has to, of course, be replaced like about once a year. The filter has to be replaced. Now, what's cool about that is that these machines last 25, 35 years. Okay? So just imagine, let's just say we're 25. I don't know how old you are, but let's say you're 25 years old. And let's say over the course of your years, you gain more and more and more sales, you gain more and more customers, and people are constantly buying new filters, depending on how many they use a year. Some use 1, some use 3, some use 5, right? So they're constantly buying these filters. That means you're going to be getting residual income checks coming in for 25, 35 years, okay? Is this a good comp plan? Absolutely. Excuse me. So the third, that's the third thing. The fourth reason why is the lifestyle. Now let me share this with you. Like just today, I went to the doctor, and I was able to just go in and just talk to the office manager, to talk to them about what I do and why I drink, alkaline water or whatever, and be able to set some appointments. I was at an event, I was at an office, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I was at an office yesterday, and the office manager, like she's like the executive director of a nonprofit organization, we got to talking about Kangen water. The first thing she asked is, oh my God, I love this stuff. How much is it? How much is it? And she immediately went to the sales conversation. And so I got her information. We're going to be following up. We're going to be, getting her an ionizer as well. The whole point of me telling you this is to say that the lifestyle that you can create with working with Enagic is a lifestyle where you really get to own your future. You get to own your life. You get to own your time. So wherever I am, all I got to ask you is, do you drink bottled water? That's what I do. So, I'll have my little container with me that says, alkaline water or whatever. And I'll be like, yeah. So I'll sit it on the counter like this. And I'll say, so do you drink bottled water? Yeah, I do. Oh, what brand do you drink? Oh, I like Fiji. Or I like Evian. Or I like Dasani. Who likes Dasani? But I used to drink Fiji back in the day. Anyway, so when you start to understand like how the lifestyle really improves, because you literally get to have the time freedom, you get to have the financial freedom, and you get to have the health that really accompanies the way you want to live, I think is so valuable. The fifth reason, and this is probably most important to me, the fifth reason why I decided to join Enagic was because of the future. Like I said earlier, is that we're only at less than 1% market saturation with how we are growing, okay? By the time we get to 3%, Daniel DeMacali, which is one of our top producers, one of the tops, not the top, but one of the top, Daniel DeMacali said by the time we hit 3% market saturation, billions of dollars would have been transacted with this one company, okay? With this one product. With this one, the ionizers, we have different types of products, but the ionizers that we sell, billions of dollars would have been transacted by the time we hit just 3% market share. Now, get this. You already know, if you live in 2019, that drinking tap water is a no-go. I mean, it's almost like it's not even really consumable at this point, just straight out the tap. So drinking tap water is no-go. Don't drink tap water ever. Drinking bottled water, people are getting a lot more educated about the chemicals and the contaminants and the microplastics and the things that are in bottled water. Bottled water that's shipped, the reason why I stopped drinking Fiji, the bottled water that's shipped from Fiji or shipped from France with Evian or whatever, these bottled waters that's been sitting in these plastic containers and having seepage, right, into the water, okay, for months, years even, before they get into your body, okay? By discovering this, the future is extremely bright. The future is extremely bright. And so, let me get some water, because I keep coughing. I'm sitting in the car, and it's kind of warm here in California. There we go. Feels so much better. The future is extremely bright. You got to understand that this is a trend product. What that means is that you already know that it's coming down the pipe. You already know that big trend is happening where people are shifting their understanding of consuming tap water and bottled water. You still gotta drink water, right? You still every person has to drink water. And so this is a trend item because you see this groundswell happening. It's happening where people are literally going to be looking for better, the best. Hear me, the best, the gold standard of bottled water, of filtered water, of ionized water. You got to start to understand that people are starting to look for the gold standard, and they're spending money. People are spending $3.99 a bottle for bottled water. $3.99 a bottle. It's not sustainable to do it that way. So this is why I decided that the future is really, really bright with Enagic. The other thing is my legacy. I want to create income that leaves a legacy. I want to create income that literally is able to leave to my son and to really help other people to see the value in really having a legacy-based income. God, if you get it. Having a legacy-based income, having a whole team with a company that has the longevity, 43 years in business, right? Most MLMs and network marketing companies and things of that nature, most companies don't last 10 years, okay? So you get all this together, these 5 reasons, and I found that Enagic is the way to go for me personally. All the other stuff that I've done, all the other stuff that I've, put my attention in, I've really decided that this is where I want to plant my future because I see all the value that comes along with it. So, like I said, my health, right, that your health is your wealth. That's the way you're really going to be successful in life, having long-term health. The environment, you got to live on a beautiful planet without having all the debris and the gunk and stuff like that in our oceans and on our beaches and just in general around your community. The compensation plan that's patented and secured, the lifestyle that you can live by having the time freedom and the financial freedom, and lastly, having a future that is bright. Listen, guys, I want you to check this out. Go ahead and click on the link below and find out more about why I decided to join Enagic. And if it resonates with you, if it's something that you want to look more into, please, by all means, message me, comment below this video. However you want to do it, I will reach out to you. I will get in touch with you, and we will have an amazing future together. All right, guys, listen, I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about that. Listen, go ahead and let's connect, and may your life never be the same ever again. Change your water, change your life. Peace and blessings.